Hello and good morning. So Top Tip Tuesday, random time, back to our 8:30. Oh, get your hair sorted, Jodie. Just for today because it is Jason's birthday and we're going out for lunch. God, I've got to go home and get dressed and do my hair clearly. But after today's coaching call, I'm taking Jace out for a birthday lunch to show, which will be beautiful. So I thought I'd just jump in and get Top Tip done this morning. It says I've got a mic exclamation mark. So let me just plug my mic in. Hopefully that'll work. Yep, looks like we have the right mic working. Okay, so if you are watching live, drop in the comments and just let me know so I know who is here. And if you have any questions as we go through it, where are my comments? There they are. Pop them in the comments and I'm happy to answer them. So I would love to know, is the sound okay? Because I've got this thing flashing like an exclamation mark saying something's wrong with my sound, but my mic's all plugged in. I don't really know why. There. But anyway, let's just persist on. Please jump in the comments if you're watching live and just give me a thumbs up or something so I know. Okay, in today's Top Tip Tuesday, I wanted to talk about three things briefly. I want to talk about, number one, some tips we got from Jade yesterday on how to level up your Instagram homepage, just your bio. Number two, I'm going to talk you through some copywriting tips from, great, Marty says, yes, we can hear you. Thanks, Marty, I appreciate that. Must be a big delay. It takes ages for that to come back to me. But anyway, I want to talk about some copywriting tips. And in the Lifestyle Business Builder, soon to be the Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Academy, I have shared a Dropbox link to our brand voice style guide. Grab yourself a copy of that and have a look at it. I'm going to talk you through the copywriter that we've used to put that together. And I would recommend swiping a copy of ours and using that as just a template guide to work on this project and get your own voice right, because that is one of the things that I see a lot of people struggling with. And then finally, we're going to talk about websites and just a couple of little tips that I picked up yesterday, meeting with, again, our copywriter, Jay Crisp, and our website developers. Just a few little things, not a big major thing. But let's talk about Instagram first, shall we? So I'm going to share my screen. Now, is that coming up? Yes, it is. Perfect. So this is our homepage on Instagram. I might just move myself up here, out of the way, make myself a bit smaller. And I wanted to share with you a couple of tips that we got out of working with Jade. So Jade is the founder of Fable and Fig. She is our photographer. We're doing a photo shoot with a couple of our clients, business builders, this Friday. And Jade, Leanne and Jordan, looking forward to welcoming you into the Life Design Studio for your photo shoots. And we're also doing some reel production and Instagram upgrade coaching with Jade. So some of my time that I have with her each month, I've decided to use to train up Mars and Jazz, who are doing great things in our Instagram anyway. So one hot tip, she said, is make sure your headline in your bio says exactly what you help people do. Now, we're still working on ours, and she said you might want to change this around and test it a few times. Build a wildly successful coaching business and get fully booked. Start charging what you're worth using the coach's calculator, and then boom, we have a link to our coach's calculator, which is our best performing lollipop funnel. So the calculator is the lollipop. The funnel works very well when people jump in it. People who are looking for a business coach will book in a fast pass session with me, which is a 30-minute session. And the right people who like me, who I believe I can help, end up where you are, which is in the Lifestyle Business Builder program, soon to be the Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Academy. So here's a few tips. You'll notice along the bottom here, well, it's actually just above our grid. So this is called your grid down here where you have all your posts. But then you have all of these shortcuts where it can take you to different things, and you can put videos and things from your story linked back to your shortcuts. Now, we have categories: business, life, events, freedom, body, brain, adventure. Jade said, hot tip, first thing I would do is change that. So let's have a look at Jades, shall we? So this is Fable and Fig, and you're going to love this. These are hers. Start here, the team, services, prices, and book now. Now, for people who are mildly prudish, they might go, that's pretty graphic. We've got boobs, the rude finger, a penis, a vagina, and the let's have sex symbol. But I actually just recently interviewed Jade about why she did this and if she worried, like a lot of people do, about offending people. And she said, you know what? No, we do it deliberately because some of our reels are a bit out there. Jade's an ex-midwife. Her other photographer is an ex-nurse. Very typical for them to have this kind of fun humour that's a little bit dirty sometimes. And they said, you know what? It just immediately opts out the people who aren't going to like our content because we're fun and we're silly and we can be rude at times. So it's a good strategy. For anyone that sits on the fence of, I don't want to offend people and lives in fear in how they brand and promote themselves, every business that I know that smashes it in the marketing space are the ones who have the courage to step out of their comfort zone and truly be authentically them. It was interesting what Jade said when I interviewed her for the podcast was that her previous business before she rebranded to Fable and Fig was something like Adelaide Photographer, very conservative, very perfectionistic, very polished. And she said she was suffocating in her own business because she was so worried about getting everybody's approval and being top of the range and looking like an absolute polished professional photographer. Now that she's having fun and let go of all of that, her business is exploding. So I'm not showing you these because I'm saying you should go and get genitalia as your icons. The reason I'm showing you these is because notice ours had categories. Hers has a journey. And I recommend going on to Jades. And when you do start here, it literally says, welcome to Fable and Fig. And it tells you who they are. So the first one is just boom, welcome. This is who we are and this is what we do. It's really good to just let people know who you are and what you do. Then the next one is around the team. So it flows straight on and it introduces individually the team to their potential clients. And I love the way she does these GIFs. Then they go into the services. This is what we do for people. This is who we photograph. And they show all the different people that they photograph. Then they go into, after that, look, I even feature on their page, which is awesome. They list their prices straight up front. So boom, they just have their prices and one of their pictures that comes up, it just outlines them everywhere. And then she said the only one they haven't done yet is their book now. That's still an old image. So hot tip, we've just changed it from, we're going to change it to start here. I can't remember actually what we changed it to. But anyway, we're following the same sort of thing. Start here, the team, events, programs, and then book now or something. I can't even remember. Oh, free stuff. Free stuff is our thing, and that's going to be our link to our lollipop. So we'll reduce those down. So I recommend, if Instagram is your space, have a look at your shortcut buttons and are you using old categories or could they be used to take someone on a journey? Another hot tip on Instagram while we're at it is Jade says this thing, Linktree, is the right link to put under your bio. Now, have you ever heard of Linktree? I had never heard of Linktree. What is Linktree, I hear you say? So let's click Jade's and see what happens. So follow the link. It's telling me I'm leaving Instagram. Her Linktree is basically all these links, website, straight there, Photoshop. So basically it's just the shortcut links to get stuff done. Now, this is Linktree itself, actually, where I just want to go. Okay, here. So you can set up a Linktree account. They have a free level. I haven't done one, but she said this is what I recommend for you guys. Build a Linktree. That way, for example, we can have one link on our bio in Instagram, and then under it we can have our website, Freedom Fest, our events page, our podcast, our coaches calculator, the freedom test, and we can have direct links so everyone can just have that one link to go boom, boom, boom. That's the exact things I want. And that's what people like in Instagram. So just a couple of little hot tips on Instagram. I was really stoked to learn that from Jade. While we're at it, Jade said the person she's inspired by, the person that she follows on Instagram is this one, Pure Galu Social. I don't even know how you say her name, but I see her in my feed all the time. In less than a year, she's gone from 2,500 followers to 25,000 followers. And she has, again, a really simple formula on her grid and with her reels that anyone could follow. What she does well is she always looks the same. She's kind of always in dungarees with big bold glasses against a white backdrop, and her reels are literally just her doing this and pointing to different images. So if you're looking for inspo, follow her. Jade has not paid to do any learning from her. She literally is just a very switched on chick who looks at who's doing well on Instagram and models what they're doing. And that's really what we do in business as well, is look at what people are doing and model what works and make it our own version of that. So there's that. The other thing that I thought I would share with you quickly is this. So yesterday with the team, Jade worked through a reel planner with us. And I'm just going to bring this up a bit higher. So with this reel planner, where is the bottom of it? Here we go. The first thing you want to do if you have a team, and yours is probably going to be just you, is look at, okay, who will be in the reel? So who's the person that's going to be in the filming of it? Then, sorry, my screen is not making it easy for me to see things. I just want to move this thing. So then you go, okay, who's going to be in it? We have our pillars. So the pillars are just the topics that you talk about. Our pillars that we want to make reels around are life design and freedom. So that's really the 7 elements of life. Business and entrepreneurship, the 7 elements of lifestyle business. Mastery and being a high value human, 7 elements of leadership. And making money, because that is one of the biggest issues that our clients wrestle with, this whole financial freedom idea, or just charging what they're worth in the market space, getting over their money blocks and all of those sorts of things. So those are our 4 pillars. Then we go to the assignments, and this is where we had a lot of fun yesterday. And we just brainstormed, and I have to say we spent half a day doing this. It did not come easy to me, but I'm just sharing with you what we're learning as we're learning it, in case you want to implement any of this or jump on a coaching call and find out deeper on how to use these tools in your business. We pick the pillar, life design and freedom. You go onto Instagram Reels first and just scroll through the Reels. Find a sound or a song that could be good. Think about an idea of a topic that relates to one of your pillars. Decide who's going to do it, and then come up with the actual words that will pop up on the video as it goes. And boom, that is your plan. So between Mars, Jazz, me, and Jade, we spent half a day, which is probably about 3.5 hours, really just going through our strategy, our reel planner, and having a bit of fun coming up with all these creative ideas. Now, I have to admit, for the first hour, I was like, girls, this is hurting my brain. I can't think how I can teach what I spend a whole day running a workshop on in a 10-second reel. And I was like, this is killing me. But anyway, once I got in the groove, And I looked at enough examples of reels, because I have to admit I don't spend a lot of time looking at reels. Occasionally I do. But once I got in the groove, it was really fun. And last night I found myself dreaming about reels and woke up this morning with lots of other ideas of reels. So if it's awkward to you, if you feel stuck for ideas and all of those things, don't worry. The more you do it and the more you just get in that space, the more you'll find your groove. Now, here's what I love about this strategy for us to build our business and profile is it's about having fun and being creative and a little bit silly. Like, it's not about being professional or polished or perfect. And so I don't recommend going down this rabbit hole if having fun, being creative and doing all of those things is not part of your brand. It's a big part of the 7 Effect brand. And in fact, I will say that unless you love that whole space of making videos and building reels, Instagram could become a massive distraction rather than a valuable use of your time in terms of building your business. Remember, for those of you that have been through our program, 7 Steps to 6 Figures, the rule of 5 ones. So if Facebook is your jam or LinkedIn is where you feel most comfortable, please don't try and do Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn all at once. Pick your leader and be the master of just that one thing. So for example, Jade really doesn't bother about anything else right now than Instagram. We are moving into Instagram and away from Facebook, but for the last 7 years, the 7 Effect has only done Facebook properly. We've always had an Instagram page, but we've never given it any love. We've never paid much attention to it. We've got a TikTok page, which Jazz is just playing with on the side. I do nothing with it, and it's purely experimental. You also need to remember, and it's interesting, Marty, I think you're the one that's watching this live, challenged me on our strategic plan and said, Jades, because we have lots of different products in our strategic plan. Your strategic plan confuses me because you always talk about having one high value program, yet you have all of these different offers in your products and services pillar of your strategic plan. And I said, yes, the one high value program is still the core of our business. It's the Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Academy, currently the Lifestyle Business Builder. And everything around it, which is our boot camps and our masterclasses, links directly to that. And we are scaling to 7 figures, not 6. So if you are 0 to 6 figures, which is our target audience, the people we help are somewhere between 0 and 6 figures, and they want to get to 6 figures a year, one social media platform only. Instagram is perfect if you like to have fun and you're a bit creative and all of that kind of cool stuff. Now, you can still regurgitate and put stuff on Facebook and LinkedIn if you want, but just don't go all in on all 3 because it gets exhausting and it gets confusing. Make sure you are all in on one though. So those are the tips around Instagram. Let me quickly share with you some tips around website copy. Now, where is my thing? In fact, I'm going to bring up her website first. So let me show with you. And I have to thank Mary Palarak for introducing me to this chick. So this is Jay Crisp, and she is a copywriter. Her website is crispcopy.com.au. Read her copy, go to her website, check her out. I freaking love her. Now, we've hired her to write some copy. So she's rewritten the copy for our Freedom Fest sales page, which is launching this week or next week. I think it's this week. I can't remember. We're about 2 weeks behind in that, but we'll catch up. And we've also been through a process with her where we've created our own unique brand style guide. So this is our brand voice style guide. Now, I've actually saved a link to this in the Lifestyle Business Builder private forum. You can download it if you want to have a look at it. I recommend going through this process for your brand. Now, I love doing copy And as you know, I've written a lot of your copy for you in the Business Builder program. And it's an area that really excites me. It's a skill that I truly want to master. However, I got to a point where I was so stuck in my own head because I'm coaching everybody else, and then when it came time to coach me, I'm like, I can't, I need someone to get me out of it. And so anyway, working with Jay Crisp has been fantastic to do that. I purchased one of her tools, which is a template for finding your brand style voice. My team and I went through it and filled in all the workbook sections. And then we sent it to her, and she's come back and built this for us. So here's what it has. Tone of voice, that's just a bit of an overview. But here's where our stuff really begins. So she's listed what our SEO keywords are. Then the brand essence of the 7 effects. We've got the value proposition, the type of voice that we have, its character, its language, its tone, its purpose. Our brand values. So these are separate to the values that our business stands by. They're just the values that our brand is about. And so in her workbook, she explains that. But our brand values, we're all about having fun, being results focused, making money. We actually want to bring the conversation of money to the table because a lot of people are afraid of talking about it. Finding your freedom, having courage, and being generous. So a lot of those are actually our values from our main, modus operandi, but some of them are a little bit different, and there's a slight tweak on that. Brand drivers, what are the functional drivers of our brand? What are the emotional drivers of our brand? Archetypes and inspirations, we play by the hero archetype, brand personality, big brand promise, etc., etc. So this is a big document. I've saved it I've given you, there's our whole word bank there, which is very cool. These are all words that represent our brand. I've given you the Dropbox link. Feel free to jump in there, download it, look at ours, and then ask yourself, what is your version of that? Now, the reason I wanted to share this with you is because I honestly see that this is a big area that people fall down on, and I don't see people taking enough time to truly find their voice. And what I don't want anyone to do is to get lazy in that area and be dependent on me to help them do that. So Marianne Bennett is a great example of someone who's truly found her voice and balanced beautifully the access to me, the access to Amy Springhill, who is our copy and brand expert within the LBB community, and then her own skills and natural talents. And so Marianne Bennett, clinical nutritionist, founder of Adelaide Nutrition and Wellbeing. When she first started with us, which is just over a year ago, she really didn't have any experience in building a business, creating a brand, writing copy, knowing what to do, but she was very determined. And each time we caught up, I would just ask her questions and I would go through the process, and she started to develop her own word bank and her own blocks of copy. Then what was really great is she did a couple of sessions with Amy, and she wrote some lead articles about her journey of healing from fibromyalgia and, just really finding her voice around the key things that she does with clients to help them get out of living in toxicity. And building your model really helps with that as well. So once you have your, in our structure element, your model for your business, copy often falls out of that. But now that Marianne has this brand voice, it's not put together in the same sort of format as this, but she's created it really in Canva and through the work that I've done with her and Amy has done with her. Marianne writes beautiful emails regularly. She's very good at doing consistent posts. She's started to lean in and make LinkedIn her place. And it's working. And do you know how we know it's working? Because people are contacting her, asking her to speak at their seminars. People from Singapore are getting in touch. New clients are knocking on her door. And she is becoming the go-to expert in her space. Now, a year and a half ago, if I said to Marianne, we want to make you famous for this, you want to be the go-to person for anyone trying to heal from fibromyalgia or chronic illness, she was like, that would be amazing, but I can't even imagine how that could be possible because my family think I'm crazy for even trying this. So that is the power of finding your brand voice. Go and download that from the Business Builder community. I've put the link there for you. And then I would say, from a website's perspective, if I just share my screen again, boom, couple of little tips that I picked up from having a session with Jay yesterday. So she reviewed some copy in our website, which is in the making, is when you're building your website, Marie Forleo does this as well. See this banner across the top? So she's got out her menu here. We're not having that. We're actually following the, we're kind of doing a little bit Donald Miller and a little bit our own thing. Because Donald Miller, so Business Made Simple, Marketing Made Simple, Building a Story Brand, those are his books. Donald Miller says only ever have one call to action. Never have these headings up here. And I get that, and I think that's cool, but I think that different things work for different people. So we're not having those headings like the home about copywriting, etc. But what we didn't have, and what Jay highly recommends, and what I see a lot of other people doing, is a banner across here that can be related to whatever the latest thing is that you are promoting. So, for example, when Marie Forleo launched her book, Everything is Figure Outable, that banner became a promo to buy her book before it launched. For us, we would use that banner at the moment for Freedom Fest, and then throughout the year we might have different, we might use it to drive people to our different events that are happening, or when we are opening the doors for applications to the Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Academy, or when the Freedom Awards are open and we want people to nominate or be nominated, we can use it for that. So I really liked that tip. I thought it was a cool tip, and I think it's prime real estate. And here's why Jay said to do it. She said the key is because of e-commerce and online shopping, we are unconsciously conditioned to look at the top for the hot deals. So the eye will wander up there, and so that's a really good place to capture people. Here, you want to have your strong call to action, which she has all the way through. And she said this is her money maker. So yes, she's got a great headline, Get Crisp, the world has enough stale copy. Grab a menu. She uses hers as a menu, which is her price list. Some grabs from client statements is very powerful, but her money maker is this statement here. Words that make your people love you hard and want to give you money. Email and website conversion copywriting and copy mentoring for women. So I'm actually loving this chick right now. We've hired her to do some work with us, which has been fantastic, and we are hiring her to do a whole bunch more. What's really great is we already have all the foundations, and she's just doing a review and a slight tweak. So if you look at her menu, she doesn't come cheap because she's a very premium, high-quality copywriter. I do recommend her. I think she's awesome. But if you already have copy and you just want her to just polish it, it's not as expensive as it seems. And for us, she actually likes our copy and our voice, and she really gets it, and she has the same target market as us. So for her, it's really an easy job because it's saying, right, you've given me the big part, which is the main thing. She just comes in as a fresh of set eyes to really give it a polish, which is cool. All right, so that is it for today's top tip. That was a jam-packed session. Hopefully you'll catch the replay. I'll share this on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, the replay, and you're interested in working with me and getting my help to build your business as a coach, consultant, or expert, if you want to make 6 figures a year working part-time, doing what you love, then please do reach out. Below, I'll put a link to the coach's calculator, because that is always the first best step. I want to help you crunch your numbers, work out what's possible in your space, and then when you grab the coach's calculator, you'll also be able to opt in for a 30-minute fast path session with me, where I can really help you unlock the best approach to building your business that suits your needs and your lifestyle goals. Yes, Suzanne saying, oh my God, I missed it. I thought the new time was 4:30. Yes, it is, Suzanne, but as I mentioned in the video this morning, it's Jason's birthday today. Jason turns 40. So I'm taking him out for a long lunch, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to go out for lunch and then have a 4:30 top tip hanging over my head. I just want to go out and do it. So I've come in early to do the top tip. Watch the replay because it was epic. There was lots of cool stuff in there. Instagram tips, copywriting tips, and a couple of little tricks around building your homepage for your website. All right, that's it for me. Any questions? If you're in the Lifestyle Business Builder, Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Academy, jump on a coaching call and let's get this set up in your business sometime soon. Bye, everyone. Have a good day. Thanks for dropping in, Suzanne. Happy birthday, Jason. And yes, totally agree. I thought you would be appreciative of that. I know if Shane's birthday was on, you'd be out doing something beautiful with him. Let's hope that by November, we're mildly back to normal and Freedom Fest is all as usual and everyone can fly in and join us for that. Thanks, Jades. Awesome stuff. Thanks, Marty, for tuning in. All right, I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.